I still love you. And she says no. Neon by J.S. Locke, spoiler discussion. Well, let's get into it. Why is life so unfair? Sometimes it feels like it just beats you up without any reason. Blow after blow, and you are lying on the ground thinking, God, when does this end? And people around you say, do not worry, it will end soon. You will hit the bottom of it and then it can only go up because it simply cannot get any worse. But then it does get worse. Yet, somehow ignoring the pain, the bruises, and the clear lack of motivation, you keep on going. Sometimes on autopilot, but still moving forward. Why? What keeps you going? I think it's hope. And for me, that is what this story is about. Not a killer making a neon installations out of the bodies of dead women. Not the clever way the hit woman turns around and starts investigating side by side with the detective, hunting another criminal. But about what we do when life deals us the wrong cards. We fight, hoping to change the hand, no matter what. So let's look at the Matt Jackson, who is absolutely crushed after his wife dies. And not just because she died, but because she was killed by the same criminal he had been chasing for months, without any luck. Unable to bear the pain and seeing no hope of ever catching this man, Matt decides to die. But he's a practical man who knows that suicide has a certain margin of error and it is better handled by a third party. So he hires a hit woman, and then, by the irony, that also happens in real life right when you are about to give up, something happens. He finds a small clue, not enough to find the serial killer immediately, but enough to spark the hope and to postpone his day to die. Until he catches the man who kills his wife, Neon. Neon, on the other hand, who comes across as a heartless, manipulative, a sick man who enjoys what he does, quite inhuman actually, but I think he has a hope too, a subtle one. Everywhere he goes, he's someone else, a husband, a musician, a man who is very good at being whoever the room needs. However, there was one person he thought he could stop playing for, someone who would take care of him, Polly, Matt's wife. She had abandoned him once, but he hoped that if he came to her again, things could be different. He was ready to leave his whole life behind for her, the killing, the marriage, all of it. For the first time in a while, he says something he actually means. I still love you. And she says no. Again. The hope leaves, so he picks up his saxophone strap and turns the woman he loves into an exhibit. One that everyone sees, but that only he keeps forever. And what about Iris? On paper, she is as bad as Neon, a contract killer, cold for hire, who ends any stranger's life as long as she gets paid enough. And goes home without losing a minute of sleep. Home to her little girl who has cancer, who needs medicine that could save her, but that costs more than Iris could ever earn in a lifetime. So she does the only thing that pays fast enough. She kills. Every job is another day her daughter gets to keep breathing. A monster to the world, a mother at home. And it stays true right to the end. Because when Iris is stabbed, bleeding out with the seconds left, she does not think about herself. She thinks about the girl. She reaches for Matt, hoping he will keep his promise and save her. Hoping that even after her death, her little girl will have the life Iris always wanted for her. Turns out, hope is not gentle at all. It is not a candle you light when things get hard, just to feel better. It is a force, and it will keep you going whether you want to or not.